Welcome back, folks. Little wake up there. It is the 8th of November, 2020 and 2021, actually. Missed it by a year. Missed it by that much. This is 3 at 3. On November 8th, 2021, I am Jon Najarian. Unusual option activity as defined by us is when somebody buys a lot of calls on the offer or through the offer, or a lot of puts on the offer or through the offer. That tells us that there's an aggressive buyer that needs time-critical information to be acted upon. Now, we don't know why those people are committing that capital, but our computer and our algorithms show that commitment being made, and we coattail on that unusual activity. So with that said, let's start today's 3 at 3. The Marathon Petroleum that I told you about last week, when it was a $63 stock, as you see, there I was from the office in Puerto Rico with that picture of Venice behind me on the wall. 63.25 was where the Marathon Petroleum was at that time. Guess where it is today? 65, 67, but look at the bottom of that slide, pardon me, 67.10, which more or less shows you the need for discipline. So when you're disciplining yourself in trading, you need to be taking profits when a market gets a move like this. So for instance, that's a what, $4 jump from 63 to 67. I think since I was long the at the money calls, that tells me that I should take profits. And since these were, as you see, January 67.50 calls, we've got time. I want to stay in the same time frame as the people that were buying those calls. So I am sticking with the trade, but I have now taken off the first part of this trade, which was me being long the at the money and short the out of the money. And now I've rolled up to what was the out of the money. It is now the at the money. And I'm selling upside calls as this stock rallies, which I've done today, which is a good thing because it's pulled back by $1.50 from that 67.10 high. But what I'm trying to get you to focus on, folks, is discipline. You've got to be disciplined, taking profits as well as cutting losses. All right, now let's get started with fresh meat. Look at that spike. We see, well, it says trade desk there, but we bought EVGO calls. Trade desk, that was a heck of a trade. We've already taken some of that profit off the table. And so I apologize for that slide saying I bought EVGO calls, which I did, but then the picture is trade desk, but I did a lot of trading today. So EVGO, this is another high-end charging station across the US. ChargePoint, CHPT, Blink, BLNK, Volterra, VLTA, and this one, EVGO, in other words, EVGO, all of them, bang, spot on. There is the call buying. Stock was $13.75. They were buying the November 12 calls. They're buying the in the money call with the stock, and the stock has made a tremendous run in the meantime. Some of you might say to yourselves, oh, well, how much of a tremendous run? Let me see here. EVGO, what did we peak at today? Let's see, EVGO. 1375. It's right now at about 1350, and the high of the day. Let me see. I got to get that from a different screen. EVGO. Normal activity in this stock, by the way, is 2.8 million shares. Today, 42 million shares. Bang! 20x. Are you kidding me? It's been as high today as 1440. Bang! Second trade today, skills, SKLZ. So if you're somebody who has those skills and you want to show them off and have people pay you to learn how to play that game better. Again, that's not me, but I understand that there are millions of people that do fit that description. SKLZ, bullish call buying the stock, was 1220. SKLZ, they were buying the Nove 1250s just out of the money. Well, stock spiked to 1313, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Who knows where that is? Send me a response to this, and I'll put you in the running for some swag over here. 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Anyway, stock peaked today so far at 1313. Weekly November 1250 calls in skills. I was already long skills. I did add to it on this move. And then Infosys. What is Infosys? Infosys is a consulting and technology outsourced company out of India. And they're buying the January 23 calls, as you see, slightly in the money as of the time I spoke about it, 23.42, so 42 cents in the money. They were 23.30, and they bought 5,500 of those January 23 calls. Pretty big purchase. If you would like to get the live stream and you're not presently getting the live stream, well, it's one way to get it. And that is you have to join one of our products for unusual option activity. Those of you who are getting this live at 3 p.m. Eastern know that you have an advantage because you can get in while the market for the calls and puts is still open. Whereas the rest of you have to either trade stock in the after hours or get in the next day, because we don't publish this to people who are not subscribers until after the market closes. So if you'd like to see it while everything is still actionable, go over to marketrebellion.com/UOA live. That's marketrebellion.com/UOA live, and you can join us. You can also call and get a hold of a real person at 888-809-8058. That's 888-809-8058. Bang. Questions? If you've got them, shoot them into me. On Twitter, my handle is Jon Najarian, Jon, no H, that was my dad, Najarian. RCL, Matt, whose handle is the_real_Matt_R, as in pirates speak, R. Interested in your thoughts on these big trades on RCL. I like RCL. We have seen the big trades in there. As of this morning, those big trades had triggered us to be in both RCL and CCL. But let me give you a fresh look, my friend, at RCL, what we've seen so far. Dun, 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 dun. So they were buying calls at the 92 strike. So what do I think of that? I think we've had mixed picture in the cruise lines lately. I think the pill from Pfizer and others is something that that pill, if you test positive for COVID, you take this pill within 5 days, you don't go to the hospital, because that's how effective the pill is, 98%. So I think that will certainly help drive traffic for RCL and CCL. Tom H., whose handle is Tom_Hogue, HOGUE_senior, SR. How come we have such an incompetent POTUS? You asked for questions, just saying, yeah, I did ask for questions. My job isn't to bash POTUS. I do give them a hard time from time to time. Those of you who follow me on Twitter know that. I would be just as happy to give him lots of credit for good things. I've just not been able to point to what those good things are yet. Do I think this infrastructure bill is a good thing? Overall, yeah, but I think we've piled on debt both under the prior president, which I am citing right here. For those of you who don't think that I do that, I recognize that we piled on debt under President Trump, And I know we're piling it on in spades here, and basically mortgaging our kids' futures by some of this ludicrous spending that we're doing right now. But so is he incompetent? I think he's made mistakes. I don't think he's incompetent. Now, is he all there? That's a question I'll pose to you guys. Is he all there, or is something being run behind the scenes? Because an awful lot of evidence shows me he's not all there. I'll leave it at that. Apropos, whose handle is at APPP, that's 3 Ps, RO1. Jon Najarian, oh my God, no one is buying planes today because of US-EU corridor opening up. Jesus, they bought those planes over 5 years ago, COVID or not. Now Boeing has a 5-year backlog. Jesus, John. Okay, first of all, I think I'm still right. They're not buying planes today because the corridor reopened. As you said, they bought them 5 years ago. They didn't buy them, by the way. They may have, in some cases, put a good faith margin deposit down, but they didn't buy them. They haven't paid for them. Backlogs, as we've seen with the 737 MAX and others, have come and gone and been reduced dramatically. So I don't think that the corridor opening up again is the big deal. I think business travelers getting back on planes because more people are in offices, both here in America and overseas, are reasons that people would get more bullish about the sector. I am not terribly bullish right now because I've flown over 100,000 miles on American and 100,000 miles on United this year. And I'll tell you what, folks, I get upgraded like that on both, not just because I'm a nice guy, not just because I fly a lot, because they haven't sold those seats. Nobody except rich people are buying those seats. That's not business travelers. Again, how do I know it's not business travelers? Well, maybe the pillows around their neck tells me that. Maybe the fact that they're dressed like tourists tells me that. When I was flying pre-COVID and business class or first class was full, it was all full of suits. There was maybe one guy or gal up there in something casual. That is not the case right now, my friends. Ask me, someone who's up there all the time, and I'll tell you, the people who are up in first class are either wealthy and have bought a first class ticket and are not business travelers, or if they're a business traveler like me, they're buying a coach ticket and getting upgraded because those seats are not sold up front. I'll tell you when that changes. That's when I'll get more bullish on the airlines. Right now, not so bullish on the airlines. Join the rebellion, folks. You can join by going to marketrebellion.com/get started. That's marketrebellion.com/get started. You can get started with us. You will not regret it. You can get started on stocks, options, futures, cryptocurrency. Encourage you to do it. Also encourage you to go to marketrebellion.com, not just /get started, but /UOA live. That's UOA live, because then you get this for free. It's included in your subscription, along with those webinars, along with the social and all the rest. Go to marketrebellion.com /UOA live. Bang. See you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.